be a right at the intersection.
A little too much, but I'll look at that. I'll put it back a little bit. Okay.
7-8 copy. Fletcher. 493 Tango. 493. Your spot advised. Cancel one of those spots. I'm en route to the medical. Copy, 78 your place. Tango, you can also cancel flash flare. Copy, thank you. 540 clear as well. Very well. There. Wait.
Well, we're back, folks.
Southbound on Wiper Avenue.
At Arlington.
There's the Sherwood Lounge.
There it is. So I guess it's tomorrow night is when places start staying open till 11.
Oh, good to know. Really good to know. I'm really glad they came up with that temporary plate idea.
Yeah, very much so.
I don't know that people won't counterfeit them, but it's still going to be a heck of a lot easier than trying to find a yellow tag in a dirty window.
Mm-hmm.
You'll recognize a Jetta when you see it.
Yeah. I think so.
I just want to say, that's the second gas station that did not have any hot dogs or cheese dogs.
Yeah.
Not only that, they didn't have a ham and cheese either. Hot ham and cheese.
And neither did the other one. That's...
So I think maybe the popularity of those is growing. So, guess what I had to settle for?
Chuck wagon.
Chuck wagon.
Well, chuck wagon's a pretty good thing if you got to settle for something. That's a pretty good thing to settle for.
I'm not really familiar, but I know there's 3 types of meat in there.
Yep.
You know what they are?
I know exactly what they are because I make a homemade version. It's ham.
Why have you never offered one to me?
Because I haven't made them since, well, yeah, I did make them once since we've been working together. I didn't know you liked chuck wagons, though.
Well, it's my third on my list, but, you know.
It's ham,
Yeah.
bologna, and salami.
It's bologna, too, huh?
Yep. Ham, bologna, salami,
I forgot about bologna.
Swiss cheese, and American cheese.
My mother used to make bologna sandwiches all the time. Toasted egg salad and bologna sandwiches.
Spot 370, I copy. Picked up that new shots fired at Ross and Atlantic. I'll add the comments for that previous one.
Shots fired at Ross and Atlantic.
And while we were inside the gas station, there was other shots down there on Rainey, 1100 block of Rainey, which isn't too far away from that. So
Possibly a white SUV involved. So yeah, I make one at home with about double the meat and double the cheese. And next time I make some, you're on the list to have some for you and the family. Not sure what that is.
Well, the white SUV leaving the shots fired here at Ross and Atlantic.
So there's a white SUV. He's kind of going kind of pokey, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Good I think they'll like it. They got a little bit of pace. They're like 5 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah. They don't want to be too obvious, but they want to get out of the area.
This is where we were with our almost first encounter of the Audi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, something happened to that. Have you seen that commercial with Matthew McConaughey being a thin man?
No.
Well, look at it. Look at my.
Holy smokes. That's a skinny sandwich.
It's definitely not a Pat Scott sandwich.
And that's a chuck wagon, allegedly.
Well, it's at least the chuck. I don't know about the wagon.
Yeah, they only gave you a chuck. They left the wagon behind.
Yeah. All right, well, welcome back for everybody that watched the first 10 minutes of the news and was bored by one more story about impeachment. Holy mackerel. I wish we could just get a local news sometimes. I mean, I watch national news during the day several times, but we need more local news, and we need some good stories locally. We need to hear about people like Coach Adams over there more often. There's more Coach Adamses around. Talk about the great work they're doing working with kids.
Squad 364.
It's
364.
Report
I'd like to have
308 East,
a news
910,
section.
I think Troop Raid as well. Right.
A news section that says the uplifting news section.
Wouldn't that be... You know, they did that for a while.
Uplifting news. People didn't like it, I don't think, but I personally would like it. The uplifting news station. We're still looking for that Jetta that's running out of gas, right?
Yep.
Whoa.
4492 Tango.
I must have sat on it or something.
I think your chuck wagon got run over by a wagon, or maybe by a Mack truck.
Oh my goodness.
That thing's got to be a half-inch thick,
Yeah.
if that.
Start for motor vehicle theft, 2245 Hudson Road. Vehicle's taking a little warming up. It's going to be a black 2012
Hello?
Nissan Sentra. Comp doesn't know the plate. We just bought it.
Just send us the information if you would be so kind, and it just got dispatched. You have the radio? Huh? Fine.
So, just had a black 2012 Sentra, black, right? Stolen off of Hudson Road.
I think it's at the.
Right 91 open line, 657 Able Street. We can hear one person crying in the background and a female yelling, possibly in Spanish. We have voicemail and callbacks.
That thing could be anywhere from there, though.
Right.
Freeway access right there.
9214.
Some odd reason we may be buffering. Not sure. Okay, there we go again. Must have drove through a temporary dead spot.
I think we should go sit in this rainy Ross area. Wait for the next rounds.
I like that idea.
Because that bowling alley one, they can get on the freeway there so easily.
Yeah.
The ramp's right there.
$5184.
Send me a number for an assist at the PD.
Copy.
Just gotta take a peek. You got your flashlight?
Yep. We're on Hancock, right? We're on Hancock.
Yeah. White SUV, just sitting here, no reason. I'm gonna wait till we get alongside, then you can light them up.
682. Hi, everything okay?
Copy 2216.
Oh, okay. Do you need to talk to anyone? Okay. Maybe pull over on the right side of the road, okay? Salam.
So she was just,
Having a hard time.
yeah, she was just thinking. She was in a thinking state.
Yeah.
She had a smile on her face, even though she was thinking.
Well, I like to think that sometimes we bring a smile to people's faces with our demeanor.
Well, I don't think it's our faces. Well, as long as we're down here, we should swing down to the
376 traffic.
new Cheers Club.
Great
See
idea.
if they've cleaned out and cleared out. Yeah, in the old
Yeah,
days.
on Stro with Echo Sierra Hotel.
We'll be hanging out for a little while longer.
Not too many hot on Stroll. It's about 379. Did you copy the hit? Sorry, 376.
What's that one?
Just want to make sure you copy the hit.
Oh, there was a hit. 379's got a hit.
Yep,
on it.
trying to figure it out.
Copy it. 22.
Send that.
Copy.
Well, they're closed that way.
8196, 8195.
Yeah, there's.
Hello.
Team Access 632.
How are ya?
Lane for a 93-year-old male conscious and breathing.
We're your
with
favorite
mental
police officers.
Mental status.
We're your favorite cops. We're back.
Here we are. Yeah, you know we are.
We're,
Yeah, you do.
I know, but we're the favorite.
LTP. LTP.
Love the police.
I'm gonna go over here, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
2753.
Whatever you got to do. How's it going, partner?
Just talking to my friend.
I hear you.
Do you have a moment to check your messages?
692. 692.
For the motor vehicle stuff, do they have temp plates or regular plates? You know?
Is that the motor vehicle theft on
All of the call says
I'm
that
at
the
a hit.
victim did not know what the plate was. I can verify if it had some tags or not.
I don't know where he's at, though, dude.
Yeah. 1171 Cook.
692 copy. I see a blue fence right here with some tags, but looking at the call, it's in black.
He must have ran the plate, but not had it. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we run
Copy.
plates on our computer-aided dispatch, if it turns out it's a stolen hit or a felony warrant, it'll notify the dispatcher just in case we didn't see it, so they'll check on us.
Copy 2220.
So sometimes they check on us even if we run a plate that we don't have, because we're just double checking on a plate, see what the registration was, or if it's still stolen. What else has been going on in the city? I've been thinking about this. Did we miss anything else on our summary from last week?
I think we pretty much covered that. They had a, I don't think we mentioned this earlier, in the 1200 block of Edgerton earlier this afternoon. Someone called in on a man having fired a gun off into the floor and walls. And St. Paul officers got there and were able to call everyone out of the house, made an arrest of the man who'd been firing the shots, and were getting a search warrant to find the gun. He'd stashed the gun somewhere inside.
There's an Impala. Some plate on that one we're looking for still?
It is 672 WGH.
That's not it.
I did just verify with the confidence of the actual plate, and his vehicle is going to be black. That doesn't sound like that one is going to be related.
22.
22.
Clear lines, 178.
22. 22.
It never ceases to amaze me that, you know, you eat some dinner,
2870, still went up the line.
and then,
Negative.
you know, your body knows that you put in protein or carbs or whatever.
Right.
East Army assist citizen. I'll be following someone home to 4 to 5 8.
When you're done with your meal, you know, you tell yourself, I don't need
Copy.
anything else.
Just
But
filling
then,
something to 458 Good
then your body says you should really have some dessert. I think that's true.
Oh yeah. I've got to have something sweet after a good meal.
You know what made me think of that, right? I didn't bring anything with us for dessert today.
So
I got bags of it in my office, dessert. Yeah, just an example of how slippery it is here. You know, when people in other states get snow and they're not used to it, they start driving at the same speed. I guess they had some 20-degree weather down in Texas or something.
Yes.
And a little bit of snow covering, and oh, they had some major accidents down there. I don't know if you heard or read much about it, but
Several dead, I understand.
oh, no way. Was it Fort Worth or Dallas, or where was it at?
Fort Worth. 133 car accident. 6 people dead and 65 people in the hospital.
For 911, hang up within 14
Unbelievable.
years with 7 Dillard Court.
Unfathomable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, San Road.
I never heard of such a thing. 65 people in the hospital?
Yep.
Oh, the video. I haven't seen the video. I just heard the story, but that must be... Oh, that's just unbelievable. How many dead?
6.
Very sad.
Very, very tragic.
Speed kills no matter what. That's the whole thing.
636.
Speed kills.
I don't know if there's a silver BMW or a black BMW that's involved in those carjackings, though.
Silver BMW or what was the other one?
Black BMW, I think. Both. I think the
And
black
they're
one
also
was
damp.
recovered.
Let me check. There was at least for sure a black Benz that was sold out of Oakdale. There might have been a Beamer out of Oakdale as well. Give me a second, I'll look it up.
We found them both, though.
He is a walking, talking database.
Yep, that's Officer Alex Graham. He's got all the information in his brain.
636 to 6364. I'll just start my way over here. 35B and Waylock. Got 2 cars sitting here.
By the way, looks like the Oakdale one's a Benz. Black. It was from that Audi that they pursued the other night. They, car was running at the pump. They jumped in it and fled. No force.
Got that. 636, I just pulled the,
Squad 177 and 181.
PP gas station.
177.
Yeah, Waylock and 35E.
181.
I've got a silver Benz sedan
1825 Marshall
at the
Avenue
pump,
the gas station.
facing a black
Clear right.
sedan Benz. There's juvenile males. They're just going back between these 2 cars.
Well, that's a good bet.
Yep.
You got
Been paying. We're coming from team, but we're on the way.
juvenile males driving
Copy that.
Benzes. I don't know if they
I don't think these guys
plates.
want to leave yet because they're both facing each other, so they can't leave quickly. The black Benz doesn't have front plates. Yeah, I can't see the silver Benz.
No front plates.
Received. The black Benz stolen from Oakdale's a 4-door, newer. It's got nothing too distinguishable that I can see in the gas station pictures. They're not the greatest in the world, but they were taken with that Audi, and the handguns were not recovered from that Audi Q5, just for your info. We're paying in Old Maryland right now. He wants to come from the south, or you want me to come on the squad that's behind me, up to you.
I'm just to the west of it. Why don't you guys go from the east off of Westminster? The black Benz looks like it's like a 2019, 2018 newer one. Like I said, it doesn't have front plates on it. I can't see.
Tanner, cut around me and take the front.
I guess the thing about that,
Hold on.
And then investigate.
Clear.
the death on those Texas thing, I guess what I heard on the story was that
2228.
the highway department didn't really get out to treat the highways.
Right.
287.
You know, that sometimes they wait too
Good,
long, even here, but down there, obviously.
You have 761 Tango X-ray Romeo to the
So-
call.
Depending on what for.
People assume that they're treated
Just going for it.
a combination of the normal freeway speeds plus untreated highways.
Right.
It must have. I gotta watch.
180, copy, check the dangerous conditions.
65 people in the hospital.
Gray Pontiac sedan sitting at the intersection, occupied by 1 at 2228.
on Fordwood.
So we're headed to that 35.
How many kids in each of those cars?
Wheelock.
I'm sorry, go again.
How many kids you got in each of those cars?
I think there's 2 each. 2 on black right now, and then the 2 on the silver one.
A little louder.
And on with each other, so they can't really leave quickly. I think they're waiting for me to leave here. They're looking at me right now through the window.
Alright, well, we're coming up.
364. We're going on limited preliminary until test for 6 out there.
Game planner, you just wanna.
We'll just pull alongside and throw some sticks out.
Oh,
We're
careful.
about to investigate. Yep, it's leaving now.
Check in with the sergeant to see if sticks are authorized.
Yeah, that wasn't really a nice wide
636 would be
area
black
there
and
to
Doug
get
is
through.
leaving.
Right.
Let's get your direction
Pull
here.
over a little smoother, flatter to the.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Just because I know there's this other detail down
They're
here,
trying to go westbound right now.
I'm not gonna go by it.
They're going westbound now.
Copy, squad 308.
308 sticks are authorized to determine.
Since they haven't run yet.
Copy, sticks are authorized if we determine the vehicle is stolen.
6-4 squad throw.
Copy.
636, these cars are going to a lot towards the Larpenter.
Through the lot, towards Larpenter.
Yeah, very good, very good. Very
I'm not
good.
chasing. I'm just trying to get the plates here quickly.
Copy.
Tanner, grab that front one.
Doesn't look there, even though we
Clear.
got the green.
Clear.
Good.
The Kia is gonna be no-go.
Which way on Larpenter, boys?
They said westbound.
Originally it was
Straight
west,
seven.
but then they went north through the lot.
Straight seven.
To,
Change this to dispute, please. Clear, assisted, 264.
get through this one, and then I'll throttle back.
That's 2230.
So anyhow, there's suspicious,
364 to 636, I'm still with you.
2 suspicious cars.
636, this one's coming back clear as well.
Copy, both vehicles coming back clear.
Where are we, boys? See where they went?
I saw some squad lights the other side of the highway.
9173.
That's not good.
Both came back clear. They were able to get the plates.
Well. That's not good. Still following the two cars?
287 on 3.
27.
They just got the tail end of that east deal up on Wheelock. Did they want that car for anything? Just flew past me going pretty quick on Larpenter.
They're not related at this time.
Okay, did you get a plate on that? Just passing cars on the right hand side and heading west on Larp.
865 Victor Juliet Yankee.
Just write it down just in case.
Thank you.
Probably turn up Stolen Charlie, huh? You're not on speaker. What's the scoop? Yeah. Did the registration seem to match the cars and people? No. They weren't driving like that when you were behind them, though. That's what you're saying. Okay. Thank you. Bye. I don't know. I can't read it, so tell me. I don't know. So we are westbound on Larpenter at Rice Street. And the border here between Maplewood on our right, Roseville on our upper right, and then St. Paul on the left there. And sometimes we got 3 different frequencies going. This is St. Paul Channel 2 to our left, Suburban Channel East and Maplewood, and Suburban's Channel West there, and Roseville.
There's a gray Equinox
Yeah, it is what?
in the lot of the lamplighter
Switch there.
with the lights on there,
114.
straight ahead of you.
Not sure that was a
Go
road.
myself in 118 on a PPV at 600 Snelling Avenue North.
Copy at 600 Snelling Avenue North.
That one over there?
2234.
Yep. Looking for Nud.
Yeah.
73 add Delta 391. Copy.
Not it.
Nice looking car, though. That's an Equinox?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$636, you can clear us out founded for now with 512 and 2400 and east.
Copy at 2035.
Hey, did you hear there was a fight at Willard's
Or
while we were in there?
no.
While we were in there. I don't know what happened. It came out as a fight at Lawrence, but the address was 738 Thomas. I guess it was people, probably when they're emptying out.
Closing up, yeah.
Closing up.
73, I'm with them by the bathroom. Go for it. Code 4. Good.
carjackings yet today, huh?
Right?
Found it.
That's a
Found
win.
it.
That's a win.
Found it.
Hey, when I said you can send me the medical.
8197, I copy. 901 Piper Drive.
Hey, by the way,
45-year-old male on an overdose.
anyone that did not hear our earlier segment at 7 o'clock, about 5 after 7, about an hour into our
8192
presentation, we had a mother of one of the kids that's been arrested for these carjackings talking about her frustration with the system, trying to get her kid incarcerated and get him some help. But when if you haven't listened to the first section, because a lot of people don't start till 9/11, go back sometime and listen to about 1 hour into the mom of one of the kids arrested in the carjackings and the high-speed pursuits, because she was very articulate and
Very heartfelt.
if you listen to that NPR story about these carjackings nationwide, you know that we all have an obligation to put a program together that involves prevention, intervention, and suppression. And that intervention needs to have some constructive activities to steer these kids into. And
Copy. Let's go to back. It's 436 Dayton. Caller's ex-boyfriend was knocking on the door. Apparently Comp is swearing at someone in the background. The male is currently on the 3rd floor in the hallway. Apparently he's a subject wearing black jeans, black coat, has 2 backpacks and a bag.
that's a tasty Mountain Dew tonight, Pat.
That's because I left it in the garage and it was near frozen when I got in the
Well,
car.
that's a tasty one. For some reason, it hasn't lost any of its flavor.
Help you, 223.
Are those like car headlights or is that tractor? Or
Welcome, mate. Thank you at
That's a car, I
2238.
think.
some headlights, man. Well, we gotta drive by our friends at 169 Albemarle for a minute, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it's 169 West Maryland, but at Albemarle.
Yeah.
We haven't had calls there. They must be getting along better.
Or Ember's still locked up.
Yeah, could be. Could be. I gotta say that chuck wagon wasn't too bad. It was like Flat Stanley, but it was pretty good.
8196.
Flats.
Another medical.
Okay, that's going to be the line of the night. My sandwich was like Flat Stanley.
269. Right there. 269. 207th Street West at the Hampton Hotel. A disorderly pulled in my staff. 40 to 50 people in a hotel room lobby, refusing to leave. Threatening staff.
How many people?
264 cancel 269.
Catch that.
Stay clear.
Hampton Hotel on West 7th Street. I thought he said, I don't know, we'll get an update here shortly. I thought he said
264. 264. 288, I'll go.
so. Does that mean Bourne's gets to stay open until 11 tomorrow night too?
Yes, it does.
Well, there's the Frickacello house. We'll talk more about the Rice Street riot of 1980 later. Pat and I were actually there,
Yes, we were.
and we can share some fond memories of that experience. That was when the light went off for St. Paul Police Department. Maybe we should prepare for massive disturbances.
Copy. What's up, mate?
It's 40 to 50 people
2240.
refusing to leave and threatening the staff.
What's the address down there?
Was it? Oh, God, that was
It's
Hampton.
Hampton, yeah.
Let me get the address.
Well, I think it's... much alcohol is involved. Rice Street seems to be closed. The other night, little fight here at Bourne's, but only one person ended up getting arrested.
Oh yeah, it's 200 West 7th. I think that's right by Eagle Street, isn't it?
That's what I thought it was. It's in that building that they built there, I think, right?
I think so.
It's a new hotel there between Eagle Street and the truck park. That's what I'm thinking. Well, you don't have to go up and clear them out, but you can make sure they disperse when they come out.
Right.
Don't pretend we're an Uber. Just gotta get one of those purple lights.
That just looks like a fast SUV. Might be a Range Rover, in fact. It looks fast. Oh, it's a Chevy.
But it's got like a black bumper instead of the traditional bumper. So it makes it all like raised up.
Oh, that's that new Trailblazer.
Yeah.
A friend of mine has one of those. Really likes it.
We're southbound on Rice Street at University Avenue. Our cathedral is off there in the upper right, and our Capitol is off to the left. We'll show you our Capitol later. It is minus 10 degrees here in the beautiful capital city of St. Paul, Minnesota.
9171.
Herbie Brooks and the 1980 gold medal champions.
Can you change this to
Miracle on Ice.
Miracle on Ice.
9th Street?
Former Governor Jesse Ventura used to reside in these parts as well. I think, what was his line in Terminator? I ain't got time to bleed. Something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, Arnold.
Not Terminator. Predator.
Predator.
I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger invited him to be in there. I forget what the exact line. Those were classics. He lasted longer than most. President Gorbachev visited here one time, got out of his car. Our security detail was amazed, but that was back when him and Reagan were trying to work on a peaceful settlements.
You know, on this day in 1973, we actually would have been both 18 years old, is when the first POWs in Vietnam were released.
That's a very
American
POW. That's a very interesting fact. Thanks for mentioning that. Well, you know, I always tell a story is I turned 18 this day, but Nixon had the Paris peace talks in which he agreed on a withdrawal plan in 1972. Henry Kissinger was the lead there. And one of the reasons Nixon was in a hurry to get out of Vietnam is he was under investigation for Watergate. Okay? So he was trying to appease the growing unhappiness about Watergate in 73.
Copy for shots fired in the area of 1068 Charles Avenue. So far, one caller reporting 3 shots heard in the alley just occurred.
We'll still check on the hotel.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Nixon was desperate to not have to leave office.
Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 213 to the call, please.
And so he was trying to get out of the war. And so consequently, I got a draft card in 1972 when you turn 18.
Me too.
But it was never called because Nixon decided we're not sending anymore. And I don't even remember my number because I didn't actually have to go.
I
But,
I was number 300.
well, that's a pretty good number.
Yep.
So, anyhow, of course, it didn't do him any good getting out of the war. He still got impeached.
Yes, he
and
did.
had to leave office. But I sometimes reflect on the fact that politics is a strange business, and probably the reason I didn't go to Vietnam in 73 or 74 is because Nixon was under pressure. Isn't that weird how things work?
Yep.
So thank you to all of our servicemen who did go.
270.
Tons of my
There's
friends.
a couple in the lobby waiting for their car to get brought up for valet. Unknown party, building number 205.
So,
Copy a couple waiting in the lobby for their valet. Unknown party.
Somebody pulling out of a space, good space. Yeah.
it's cold out there, Pat. I got the window open. Holy mackerel.
Bus 121 and 182, you can be clear of the DOC for the Compton mail left.
Why do people drive like
And 182, you're clear as well.
182, copy.
2247.
So it looks like we got 3 or 4 cars here
Squad 174, status check on traffic.
at the Hampton Inn. How many people are supposed to be up there?
Close 494 near Dale at 2247.
40 to 50.
Someone trying to get out?
Yep.
Next to me or where?
Yep. Right.
Behind me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that is a squad there too.
11, I'll be out of here.
11 copy.
She's thinking I just want to
21, go ahead.
leave. Well, you gotta turn your lights on, girl. She don't want to turn the lights on.
70, we're just waiting for the couple people in the lobby to get going, then we'll check out number 205.
So nowadays, when you can't
Copy,
go to the
waiting for the
bars
party.
after 10, you go to your hotel rooms, right?
205. Pretty
Yes.
I'm gonna cover this spot up a little bit here.
That's a good idea.
So we are down on West 7th Street, just west of the home of the Minnesota Wild, the XL Energy Center.
120.
Did someone jump on 111's call?
This guy parked his car and is
121
getting out,
and
walking in. Must be a,
Copy, would you please clear us with no
Looks like it might be
for
food
17 for a couple
delivery.
minutes?
yeah. Let's hope his car doesn't get stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose with all these cops, he's figuring, what's the chance of that? Well, what is that he's carrying? Is it like a instrument? Oh, that's the music, or must have their own music.
5182 is clear assist.
Copy, 2248.
Is it the owner? Is that the guy we ran into?
I don't believe so.
Manager?
I think he's going into the apartments.
Squad 185.
185.
Clear advise with 161. 10-8.
2250.
I don't think the buses.
And Squad 111, update. We have a new comp reporting your 1052 Charles heard 3 shots about 10 minutes ago. Thank you.
Yeah, copy, I'm in the area, not seeing anything.
Copy, 2251.
I got that plate wrong in that Jeep earlier. I got it wrong 3 different times. It actually does belong on a Jeep.
But this isn't the same car.
No, no. It made me think of it and to run it again.
Well, just think what you got to look forward to when all of it opens up. This will be going on every night. Somebody's yelling.
She sure is. The gal with the real long ponytail.
And I don't know what she's yelling about, but you can kind of hear her from here. Oh, now somebody's chasing her.
9684 transport. 9684, go ahead. Courtesy transport for an adult male from 2721 Cedar Ave to 3800 block of Broadway in St. Paul.
Now she's back.
Bob and Ted.
How's it
Yes,
going?
hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good
Good to
see
see you
you.
again. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Thank
Good
you.
to see you. How you guys doing?
Good.
No complaints.
Just another night on patrol. Huh?
Yeah.
That's it.
Just another beautiful night in St. Paul.
What are you up to?
Just wrapping up.
Yeah, you close at 10, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah. 11 tomorrow.
Hey, you know, does Brian
I was just going to ask
does
you.
Brian Ingram have anything to do with this? Is he part owner at all? You know,
Well, so Brian, he started, he was behind all the New Bohemias.
Yeah.
And he opened Truck Park. And then he left the company to start Hope and
The Gnome?
The Gnome.
okay.
Yeah, so he's no longer with the company.
Okay, I was wondering. 'Cause
Yeah, but he still lives right down Chestnut here
Yeah.
in the Expo building.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was quite a deal, the gnome getting burglarized. We did catch one of the
Yeah.
burglars.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Brian is a really wonderful man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's been working that Hope Breakfast Bar, but
Yeah.
I just felt so bad for him getting burglarized like that. But
Yeah.
just a wonderful person. And
What's going on here?
a big party of 40 or 50 people refusing to leave up in one of the rooms.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
The wild can't come back soon enough.
No
Well,
kidding.
exactly. It's good you're getting 11 o'clock, though, tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. We'll start stretching
Oh.
it out a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be like Mardi Gras down here.
Thanks for coming to say hi.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, have a good
Thank
night.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard Brian owned part of this, and it's interesting that he was involved in the front end.
Right. Yeah, I was
nothing in the alley.
a little disappointed in myself not recognize the picture of the burglar up at the Gnome. Because Earl York is certainly a frequent flyer.
Yeah.
Copy nothing in the alley between
Was
left
arrested
and
him
left.
2 and 3 decades
Check
ago
the
for the same kind of burglaries.
And I suppose it even his associate knows this. We have a lead on the second guy. We won't say who is in that picture. So we are coming for you, second burglar. So yeah, I don't know if you saw that story midweek. I posted the video of Brian when they got burglarized in the middle of the night. Safe was taken out on a dolly. Had good pictures, and we had pictures from a previous entry that was made there, a previous burglary as well. So our apprehension unit worked with the Heather Weicker, burglary investigator Heather Weicker from the St. Paul Police Department, and was able to locate and apprehend the suspect.
Caught him sleeping in a car, I heard.
Something like that, yeah.
2255.
Mike Younger's name flashed on your phone there a minute ago.
Oh, it did.
I don't
Let
know
me
what
check.
that-
Five 537.
Someone said they tried to send me a Twinkie emoji,
534.
but they don't have one.
537.
That's no good.
Capital City Plaza ramp, 54th Street East on the 7th floor, and a disorderly called in by security. Male refusing to leave, stating he has nowhere to go. Black male, 601, black hoodie.
537 copy. 534 receipt.
At 2256.
536 or 534.
534. Clear.
Well, we're monitoring the calls here and looking at some
Thanks again.
stuff here, updates as we sit here, just so you know. So, plus we haven't seen 40 or 50 people come out this door, so we're assuming the squads are shuttling them out. Want to make sure nothing goes wrong here.
Make sure no damage happens to the squad cars.
$96.84.
9684.
I will now be routed to 750 Milton Street in St. Paul.
Copy, 750 Milton. 2057.
All right. Well,
2151, commission number
surprised there aren't more
1304.
coming out.
Coming from the apartment, ongoing issue.
Actually, while I'm sitting here, I see someone who's asking for the text number, Pat. You can put that out.
Yeah.
Pat gets about 1,000 texts every time we go live, if you can imagine that. And
I'm going to have a few days coming up here to
Yeah.
do some catching up.
yeah, so
I'll give
it's
you the
hard
number.
to catch it all, and frankly, it's next to impossible.
But I promise you, do my best.
What a squad, Central and West Champlain had for break.
And this text number is, and it is please for texts only, no phone calls, 651
270, check.
775 8928.
Room clear.
651 775 8928.
As long as we're here and we got a few minutes, I just want to point out that a lot of these volunteer fire departments, they become close like we do in law enforcement. And the Lake Johanna Fire Department lost one of their own. A young kid, young firefighter, died unexpectedly Thursday night. His name is Kyle Tibbs. He works for the Lake Johanna Fire Department for over 4 years. He was 25 years old.
Jeez.
He also worked as a telecommunicator at the Hennepin County Dispatch Center. He's going to be buried on Monday. But please feel free to pass your condolences on to the Lake Johanna Fire Department. Fire Chief Tim Belke I'm sure they'd all appreciate it. And just remember, you never know how short life can be, and all of a sudden you're gone at 25. And obviously his name was Kyle too, like my son, who passed at 26. So I can just imagine the pain that the family is experiencing, and I can remember the pain the family's experiencing, and of course the fire department as well. So Chief, we're sorry for your loss, and rest in peace, Kyle Tibbs.
Rest in peace, sir.
2362 Tango, clear report, and you can send me that welfare check.
And obviously Pat's not going to be able to respond to all those texts. Pat's going to try to respond, but Pat will not be able to
Can you put
respond.
me out at Lieutenant Charles on a 6th citizen?
That's just the reality. Pat will not be able to respond.
Oh, she's at the address.
Copy, Alexis Charles.
Well, it's probably time. Does it seem like they would have? Oh, there you go. They're coming out now. That's the signal that everything is A-OK inside, right?
Indeed.
So we will be on our way. Something new and exciting. All good in there? All good?
Oh, we're perfect.
Thank you.
114 transit. Let's put your big number and go ahead and subscribe.
Okay.
Mike Younger said, "Surprise, Bob. That was actually a surprise birthday party for you."
Oh
In the
yeah.
hotel.
I should have gone in. Why didn't I go in? They were all hiding out in there.
Waiting to yell, "Surprise! LTP!"
36. From Rice Street, 200 Creeping Anyway, in row.
Copy.
Of all the ideas that have been thrown around,
8185.
a small little
Copy.
oval sticker that said LTP, blue and white, is the simplest and would be the most meaningful. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Not everybody would know what it meant, right?
But
We would know.
we'd know.
LTP. By the way, you are the originator of that, you know. So I give you credit for that all the time.
Well, thank you.
537, squad's on scene.
2302.
Very sorry for your loss, Keith. Very much so.
Yeah, there was
2365.
four deaths from fentanyl overdoses here
2365.
in the last
Now getting it
couple
at
days. I
35.
don't know if you saw that on the news. One of them was the son of a good friend of my
Well, that's
wife.
35E or 35W.
E.
Just devastating. Oh, I don't know that. I shouldn't say that. That was an assumption on my behalf. But but I do know of reading in the newspaper
121.
that family had a sudden death. I don't know if it was related, but I do know there was four deaths from overdose from fentanyl.
God.
Yeah, it's you get a bad batch.
There goes last week. There were 8 in 24 hours.
Yeah. Minnesota Public Radio does a nice job.
They really do.
I remember I was on a city council when they wanted to build that building. And Jim Scheibel and I helped them finance that block. Just a very credible news agency. You know, they're not really into TV, of course. They do some video on there now, but boy, I tell you what, they got a lot of listeners on their radio for people that really want news instead of talk. You know, both have a place in life, but I think Bill Kling was the president back then in 82, 83. They've done some great work.
Yeah, it's far away from us, but just to keep folks knowing what's going on, there's a wrong-way driver going westbound in the eastbound lane of Highway 36 at Highway 35. That's frightening.
Yeah, well, we haven't been to the suburbs much. We should head out there anyhow.
2365. Did you say got on 35 or just passing 35?
Passing 35.
I'm 36.
Yep.
Copy.
That's not good.
2305.
Clear.
You really got to get the guy on the right side of the road. See, we're not even chasing him. People say, oh, they chase him, they go on the wrong side of the road. This is a driver we're not even chasing. He's just driving on the wrong side of Highway 36.
5185 Tango.
Usually those people have a little bit of liquor in them. And they're not,
We checked 36 from Snelling to Rice. We did not see a wrong-way driver.
and they're not going that fast usually.
Well, sounds like you got off the highway, thank goodness.
Copy. 601 right.
So was it going westbound or eastbound? This is always...
It was going westbound in the eastbound lane.
The heck, people. Tim Bradley was involved with those SPPD lights, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love those. I should put some big RSCO lights up.
5183, 5185 down.
But Bradley did an unbelievable job of making sure that you can see the building.
5183.
Sorry, 51, 56.
Let me know if you see a guy coming at us.
Trust me, I will.
Yeah, there was a chase the other night. Started at Brooklyn Park. Stolen vehicle. It went south into Minneapolis, and then eventually it went west on Old Hudson, Highway 55. And then they terminated it because of the high speed.
4 Snelling, Edmond, 2307.
Then it went southbound on 100. Bloomington picked up on her, Eden Prairie, Bloomington. And then it went on the wrong side of 100, so they terminated it again. And the chase was terminated, and 15 minutes later they found the car had run into a house. And so they did arrest 3 suspects on that, but it just goes to show you that it's not always the police chasing that causes the wreck. Most of you might have seen that on the news, that it actually ran into a house down in Bloomington.
One to one.
23, Shack 50. In Chicago, 7-4, in Fairfield, 25.
Proceed.
127, can you log us off, please?
Copy.
Well, should we head out to Maplewood for a while?
Sure.
Since it doesn't look like the wrong way driver is still on the highway.
No, it does not.
Hey, it's my granddaughter's birthday today, too.
It is.
Yeah.
Happy
Audrey.
birthday.
Audrey's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Well, here's
Audrey.
the crazy thing.
56.
It's my other granddaughter's birthday was yesterday,
Giving a
Olivia.
ride to an adult male
Wow.
from our location
That's
to
scary,
Winter State
huh?
Space.
So scary. And so Audrey's is today on mine. Olivia's was yesterday. And my mother's is, well, she's passed now, but Valentine's Day.
Wow.
So, but Audrey, God bless her, concluded that she must have been born on my birthday because Jesus wanted us, knew that we were going to be really good friends.
Oh,
That's what she told me.
2309.
that's cool.
Yeah. No mention of grandma in there. I just appreciate Audrey thinking of me like that.
That's very, very
But she knows we like to hug and snuggle.
nice.
So anyhow, while we were wishing each other happy birthday on the phone today, you know, Audrey was with my daughter Kelsey. I pulled up on my phone because I have pictures from when she was born. The day, well, I got 20,000 pictures. And I have a picture of her when Bobby was holding her when she was born, and she loves those pictures of Bobby was holding her. But then I also have a picture of her and I celebrating our first birthday together because someone made us a birthday cake on her birthday saying happy birthday Audrey and Grandpa Bob. It was a big birthday cake. Her and I, me holding her on her birthday.
Awesome.
So I said, yeah, well, here you go. I sent it to her. I said, here you go, Audrey. It's us, you and I celebrating our first birthday together. That was literally her birthday.
5185 Tango area.
Let's go check around Maplewood Mall a little bit.
Sure.
See what's going on out there. Well, next weekend it'll probably be a little busier later, huh? With the bars staying open later.
Right.
Someone should do a study on the increase in crime each time they add an hour.
114.
Yeah, no kidding.
Cleared over CAD with 118. You can put us back on that PPV, please.
Copy.
So, if you're from out of town and you haven't been with us before, the city of St. Paul is the southern half of the county, and then in the northeast quadrant of northeast of St. Paul is the first ring suburb of Maplewood.
2164.
We're driving by literally the car alley where every possible dealership on Highway 61 north of Highway 36 is here. Porsche, Tesla,
2165, 2365.
everyone.
Yep. A little further north, we got Mercedes, we got Acura, Honda,
Dodge,
Kia, you name it.
If you want to buy a car. Ironically, those that used to live in St. Paul remember that
2365.
the primary place for buying cars in the 70s was on University Avenue.
Oh yeah.
University,
Midway Chef, Saxon Ford, Whitaker Buick.
Oldsmobile, Klein Olds.
Yep.
They were all
2365,
down there on
copy.
University Avenue,
2312.
but they all moved. That makes no sense there, huh? That car?
I didn't see it.
We're gonna go there and find out what the heck that's about. A lot of times they put cars out here to block the road, but that one's definitely not blocking the road. That looks like more somewhere like somebody tried to roll it out.
The Mercedes.
The one in the street here, yeah, in front of the Mercedes. A little weird, huh?
Yeah. And it's definitely a Mercedes.
Looks like it was spinning circles for a while. You see the circles there? Yeah, I don't know. Someone drove it out of there,
Sure did.
and then maybe it shut down or shut off.
Take a peek inside.
Yeah, you can see the. I don't know. I suppose there could be a note. It looks like it's been frosted up pretty good, but take a little peek inside of it. You got a good flashlight?
Yep.
Sure do. Let me get my flashlight. It works sometimes. It works sometimes. It doesn't work other times.
Hard put.
Arrived.
23.
Looks like they got out and kept going southbound.
526.
Well, the thing is,
6.
Last is going to be assisted with 537 once you finish both that alarm.
Both en route to the Bulldog. 2315.
obviously, Ben, I think it looked like maybe it was a trade-in. It's got a car marker in there, right?
Yep.
Maybe they were trying to take it off the lot or what?
I'm thinking.
What do we got here? What the heck, people? There's somebody else pulling into this Mercedes lot. Usually they got some security working down here. What the heck?
That is not the white Jetta we're looking for, just so you know.
What's going on? Hi. You work here?
185
What do you do?
We clean.
squad
clear?
here, SNR.
Is there anybody else here?
2316.
Okay. Very good. Well, we got a car out in front that was probably pushed off the lot. We're trying to figure out who to contact. So you guys go ahead and clean. Carry on. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Do you guys have a number to call or not? If something goes wrong, do they give you a number or not? Phone number? We'll call the alarm company. We want to make sure that car's okay. Well, it's got a car number inside, you know. Yeah, it looks like somebody drove it out or pushed it out. I don't know though. We're not really sure.
Oh, okay.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
$23.65 arriving.
2317.
It's not a cheap car.
No, it's kind of messy inside.
Yeah.
I wonder if they couldn't have messed it up that fast.
Thinking maybe it's
Let's trade in.
or somebody brought it in for service, or I don't know. But they got that car number inside though.
Radio. $2,400 if possible. Could you have a Maplewood car meet us in front of the Mercedes-Benz place? No rush. We just got a unusual vehicle out front here. No occupants.
There's a squad that can start to the Mercedes. County. If that's a Mercedes-Benz, that one was stalled there. We talked to the owner earlier.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you. Good to know. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, it just stalled out. Maplewood squad's already talked to the owner.
We're all good.
9858, how's your stop?
It's not in a location that creates any kind of hazard. So give the
Another
owner.
example of just touching base with the local police officers to get the most up-to-date info.
Squad 98.
They're usually pretty much on it.
Alright, I'm going for it. Copy, thank you. Where's the BT?
So we're out in the major Maplewood Mall development area.
Big Costco up here on the left.
Former Country View Golf Course, remember?
Oh yeah.
Country View or Countryside? Country View, right?
I think it's Country View.
Yeah, Countryside Volkswagen down on 36. How are your feet?
Mine are good. How are yours?
Feet are okay.
You know, except for when we were in a couple of dead spots, we've had a good feed all night.
Yeah, the food was pretty good.
That was a McNugget comment.
Well,
9173, 9173.
definitely slowed down a little bit here tonight, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
73.
Which is good timing for our early wrap up.
3185 Current Road, Unit 105. Well,
It was a full night, but earlier than usual.
Texting the comm stating that looks like some kind of custody issue and that the granddaughter.
Yeah, make sure you
doesn't
listen
wanna
to the
be at
mom
address.
of one of the
She did advise
suspects
that
in our first
father may
segment.
have guns at the address, but we're not getting much more information.
Gonna find a way to help her. Hey, well, by the way, what'd you have at Chili's? You were here the other day with your grandson. What'd you
73,
have?
copy.
I had some. I was surprised how good the
23.
ribs were.
Hello? Pardon me? I haven't listened to it. Apologize. I'll listen to it. Thank. I'll definitely. Okay. Thank you. Bye. What'd you have at Chili's?
The ribs,
Oh, that's right.
and they were very good.
So, obviously, we should all be very thankful that we're able to have a phone, and right now most of us are in warmth and listening to this broadcast. But obviously there's a lot of people that haven't been as fortunate. Some are struggling with depression, some are struggling with homelessness. We got a couple people like Amber in our office, and another young man named Ryan that I know that does homeless outreach with Amber. He's not afraid to tell his story about his recovery from addiction and his own homelessness, and a great success story of a young man who fought off the demons of addiction, now married and raising his son. We're just really proud of Ryan, and I encourage you to read his story. You can find it on his Facebook page. His page is called The Humans of New York. It's an 8-part series. And if you ever want to get in touch with real life, you'll find it there. And the thing is, I know a lot of us don't want to read stories about, true life sadness. Sometimes we feel guilty, but it's okay to be in touch with what's really going on. And because Ryan's been through the experience, he's able to connect with the homeless people and give them some hope himself. So,
Thank you, Ryan.
thank you, Ryan. I did not know they were putting a gas station in here.
It's a Hy-Vee. They're putting a Hy-Vee in here.
Oh, unbelievable.
So it's the Hy-Vee gas station. And I didn't realize how far along they were.
Now, I come to Leon Chin's here pretty regular,
Me too.
but there used to be a Panera Bread here too.
Yeah, they did.
I think there's no sign on the wall there. That
I'll
was
be
it
darned.
right there.
Yeah.
The heck? That's
I'll be
gone.
darned. So that's going to be the Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits.
This is the big IV. The
This is,
former
yep.
was. Is that my car? Nope. Fast and Fresh Express. At least we got into the future, but we can't get out.
I guess Panera moved over by Maplewood Mall and its own standalone building.
Remember which building? Oh, it's got its own building?
Yep.
Good to know. Good to know. Might be my car. Making that little teeny noise. Well,
Minnesota Foxtrot, John Golf 084.
Copy area 236. Correction, 155 Little Canada, 2326.
$267 are individuals walking through the area on the outside of the construction site or inside.
$120, go ahead.
Western and Fuller, Minnesota 663, Victor X-ray Mike.
Western Fuller at 2327.
Thank you once again for handling that. Rest assured, we'll write a supplement. I don't know, Pat, do we have the number?
Oh, no, let me get that.
Do you have that handy there, Mike? Or 2100 6001 6001. Thank you very much for being there. I think those might be mine, but no rush. We'll get them back sometime. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you left your handcuffs on the Maplewood arrest. Now I left mine on our arrest. We're out 2 sets of cuffs.
You know, and I have no idea whether Maplewood would have them or the state would have them or who would have them.
Yeah, I don't either. But here's the thing: we do have white athletic tape for hockey sticks. We can resort to that. You know, we always got hockey tape.
Worst comes to worst, we'll tape them up.
Tape them up. Tape them up.
270. There's a train blocking at Randolph and Erie, so I'm going to have to find a different way down there.
Well, if we make it to midnight without a carjacking, that's an unqualified success.
Absolutely.
Right? That's my theory.
That'll be a full day carjack free.
Not unusual, 3 or 4 a day. Pretty much at least 2 on the average. And then not only just the 2 carjackings, but the robberies and thefts that go with those 2. Because they always use them in multiple sequences.
Right.
236 clear report.
2329.
Well, thanks for sticking with us this winter. You know, we debated whether to go every week in the winter just because we thought it'd be too slow. Remember that, Pat?
Yeah. Boy, were we wrong.
Well, we don't get to encounter as many people on the streets as we'd like to, just for normal community relations. But
we love just
Scores 114
talking
and
to people.
Yeah.
And there aren't as many people out when it's this cold in the winter period.
14. 19.
1008 Carroll Avenue for domestic. Caller was just strangled by a male who has a warrant. Caller is whispering and does not want to report the assault or apparently speak with police, wants him removed. His name is Daniel Tucker, black male, 5'9", wearing a black shirt with circles on the back and blue jeans. With a cuff, he will run if he knows squads have been called.
14 copy, and can you just let us know if he ends up leaving or if he's still there?
Copy.
Code 4 in traffic.
This is the age-old problem
Code
for
4 Western and Fuller at
domestics.
2331.
People want us to come and make the person leave, but not willing to press charges
2360
Yep.
Tango Code 4.
for the assault. This puts us in a
Code
terrible
4
situation.
2331.
Generally, we do press charges either way and hope that the victim advocates can talk the victim into the prosecutor. But
4493 Tango.
Domestic abuse is
493 Tango.
unacceptable, period.
Phone call request. It's marked a motor vehicle theft, but it's just a catalytic converter that was stolen. 493 Tango.
I think the catalytic converter thieves have kind of decided that 15 below is a little too cold for them, too.
Yes,
They haven't been out. They haven't had.
Yeah, they've
Copy. 121, I'll just put you on the call.
definitely slowed down.
Copy.
2331.
What do we got? Who's leaving and why? Well, it's none of our guys.
And 20 team.
Window down, see what's going on here.
Is that
Oh,
or a different party?
that's really weird. Is this car just?
I'm assuming it's
I'm
for
gonna
the
light
mail
it up.
party, but I
Yeah,
will
but
double
I
check.
think he just jumped out of here.
Oh, yeah.
We got to run the plate.
Yep.
Copy.
295.
Well, he's going to the house there,
2332.
so he probably lives there.
I got you. 295.
And be advised, it looks like
Uniform
comp
Yankee.
disconnected. I'm going to see if I can get her
295
back on the
Whiskey
line for
Uniform Yankee.
updates.
There is a like a PCA person. You remember? She was parked in the alley here one time,
Yes.
and I think she's working at that house. Probably there aren't any places for her to park,
Could very well be.
so probably the PCA was
2365, copy. If I can get you and 2165 to start
Parking
for the
in a logical place to park.
advising that their
If that
neighbor
person would have kept walking down the street,
urinating in their
they
yard.
would know
Will be
that
at 85 Temple.
that was suspicious. But
9858.
is there anything I'm going to hit there?
Just that garage.
Besides that garage?
Copy. 471. 2363.
That would be a good report to write if I hit the garage, huh? What do you think? Am I going to clear it? The green.
Copy. Checking for Arctic on channel
You
1.
think you can trust that green arrow on there? That green line?
It looked like it did a pretty good job that
It
time.
was, yeah.
2362 Tango, can you change this to a disturbance and clear advice?
Suspect in question.
Recycling day tomorrow, apparently.
Copy. I just want to know.
I don't know if Saturday's our
Thank you very
recycling
much.
day. What a day for a daydream. Was that
20 team. Myself
Charger?
and 14 will throw
Durango.
the block here. This may be another squad wants to just hit the back in case.
What a day for a daydreaming.
9858. 9858. It's going to be a Connecticut plate. Adam Tom. 89305.
This cutoff here between Maryland and Case on Flanders was a very commonly used bypass road for a variety of people.
Yes, it is.
But if you don't live here, it's one way to avoid the police.
Squad 213, copy. The suspicious of the squad's back. 1102 Marion Street for a person that was banging very loudly on the door. 5-minute delay.
I wonder if it's ours.
I don't think it is ours because Martin's not working and nobody else has got one. Worcester's got Explorer.
Oh, that's right.
335.
Sheriff's office is one of the few departments. Although I think I've seen one in Roseville. There aren't many departments using Durangos yet. We really like them, but Tahoes are a little bigger. Just picking up a little speed down here. Durango v Durango.
You've got a Durango. We've got a Durango.
4753.
One car.
2753.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'll be on a motorist assist at Johnson and 3rd. Johnson Parkway and 3rd.
Copy. Johnson Parkway and 3rd. 2236. Squads 111 and 116.
11.
Totally unlogical to go this way from Maryland and Flanders, right?
1949
Totally.
University Avenue West.
Unless you
Unit
don't have a
406
license.
for a fight call for a younger black male fighting with a female.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Be advised, somebody said that they have a gun, unknown of security,
MB.
or somebody else is aware.
How about this? I planned it that way.
In front of me, Wood Squad. Medics are en route to 30.
514 MVH. Was it 514 or
541?
541?
541, I believe.
541 MVH. Well,
Might have the squad in the back end tight.
Copy, approaching the front door.
fight over on University Avenue. We probably got to slide over there at some point. Guy looks like he's a little laissez-faire in his driving, huh?
Somewhat.
Well,
One running.
oh my goodness, really?
10-1 for squads. 1008 Carroll.
He's stepping on it.
Yeah,
One running southbound from 1008 Carroll.
that's the domestic. Yep. Nobody steals Durangos though. This one's got no lights on.
113 Client, someone to the house.
Well, it comes back to Durango clear.
Copy, coming to this house.
And he's headed
Update on the
towards
party running
home now.
southbound.
Okay.
On the wrong side of
He
the...
ran in between some houses.
Copy, mail ran in between some houses.
Where's the register? What address?
1200 block.
We just set up a perimeter.
1200
Yeah,
beach.
K9 start.
All right. Well,
South Bagelhart.
So he's headed home.
113, code for at the house.
Copy, code for at the house. Still holding the air.
636 on my route. What's he wanted for? Is it strangulation?
yes.
Affirmative 58, checking your status.
Strangulation.
I made code for just about clear.
Heavy, 2238.
So we're hanging steady at 10 below zero.
Concordia to the north, and anywhere else someone can fill in, that'd be great.
And 118, just to reassure again, sounds like a female did not want to cooperate with the crime that was committed today.
That's the
So I
problem.
can go back and talk to her and see if she changed her mind. 113, she does want to press charges for the strangulation that happened today. So we do have a new crime. Yeah, thank you.
That sounds like Darren McDonald.
121. Last time I saw him was
I didn't think he worked.
he ran south of Chatsworth and Nagelhart.
Copy, mail last seen running south, Chatsworth and Iglehart.
He was wearing like a tan hoodie.
Copy, mail's wearing a tan hoodie.
120, we need some squads to the east and some to the north.
You okay, sliding over to you?
23.
Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
have that other call over there too.
Oh, yeah.
To the north, some to the perimeter.
5184.
Go ahead.
We're gonna slide over to the west sector. They got a couple.
Send me the call on Victoria.
Yeah,
I'll
how's it look, right, Fletch? They're
We are good.
call my
Copy,
kid
looking
Fletch
for
when my
an
kids
carriage,
are
person, extra patrol on our company would like to be called. On 2315. Copy, Carroll, Chatsworth.
I hope my kid got to sleep really. He's got a. Oh yeah, they yelled at us again. Thanks, buddy. Did you hear him?
I sure did.
Can we try and call my original compact here?
My son's got
I'm
a.
going to
hockey
call them the
career.
They're not gonna
shout
cooperate.
out girls.
Yeah.
Probably will be
Shout
tracking.
out, girls.
Shout out girls. We're glad that you watch live on patrol.
Appreciate the feedback.
I'm no longer with the victim on perimeter, but she did want to touch house. She was about the assault tonight.
son's got a hockey game at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
114, I'll be swinging by the house back to the vehicle.
114 copy.
Oh.
If I can get someone to take my spot at Marshall and Oxford so I can assist K9 with the track. 6-1.
Clear.
6-1 to take Marshall Oxford.
So they got a domestic where a man was strangulating a woman at 10:08.
636 will be out
Carroll,
shortly.
which
Wherever
is
they like me to start. Where's the last place you've
just
seen?
east of Lexington there, south of the freeway. And he ran when the police got
We're
there.
in the alleyway behind 1008
Got a
Carroll.
gray hoodie.
Where the suspect ran us back.
Got to be colder than heck outside.
Copy that.
I mean, that's why he might turn himself in.
118. Look at the map here. There's a available squad. We got Marshall and Chat still available. And I don't know what Milton Marshall looks like. Doesn't look like anybody there on the GPS here.
Clear.
163 will be at Dayton and Chat.
One 163 copy. I'm sorry, what was the cross you were at with Chats?
Dayton and Chat.
Copy.
Have you ever been to Dr. Pomeroy's Animal Hospital?
I have not.
I haven't either, and you know, it's been there forever. I'll tell you, is Cat Keys next to him?
No, Cat Keys is further down. Cat
There's
Keys-
another key place there, though, isn't there?
Cat Keys is down by the Dark Horse.
Well, what's next to Pomeroy's?
120 to 636, take 4.
Used to be a key place there way back.
636, go again.
Maybe I'm confused.
I might be wrong on my.
I might be confused, but I'll tell you what. When I went into that
Can you take channel 4,
Cat Keys
636?
years ago,
Yep, go
holy
for it.
mackerel! Talk about every key made and known. And
Oh, I love Cat. That's my go-to.
Oh Jesus, it's unbelievable what they got in there.
636, I'm up.
As a kid, and it's still true, I'm fascinated at locksmith shops.
Yeah.
I love the keys and the different kinds of key rings and the carabiners.
2344.
Like a kid in a candy store.
They haven't found him yet, have they?
Nope.
Yeah, that's 636. If you're going back up, it's an alley just to your east there.
Report.
So it is going to be slippery in this cold weather, even though it looks good. Folks, you got to be careful when you're out driving.
Gotta watch out for that black ice.
636, I copy that. For one for felony strangulation. Alright, where's the last officer that's seen this person?
We're going to do a canine trap now. Trying to figure out whoever saw him last.
121, check you were the last officer to have visual. Report from an IDOT, 370.
Back. That they did say that they saw people in the southeast corner, possibly also.
The alley right behind the house, 1008 Carroll.
Copy it.
We didn't talk about the Super Bowl at all, did we?
No, I didn't.
People give me grief. Of course, I am a Tom Brady fan. My wife, as I mentioned, is a Mahomes fan, like you. But I was impressed. I was impressed with Brady again. I mean, the guy never ceases to amaze me. And the reason I like old guys doing well is because we're old guys. And but his smarts and experience, and his wisdom for modifying his strategy based upon what's there,
181.
which is the way we do the job, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the thing. Gronk, you're doing a great job, Gronk. And
21 copy,
and,
2400 Sunrise
oh,
Drive, it's residential, covering motion, 2346.
just got to be impressed with, you know, how he was able to cut that secondary up.
11, checking your status.
These guys, these pros like him and
Yes, sir,
Peyton, they
back.
go up to that line of scrimmage and they know
Express
based upon
copies.
the lineups and the shading
23.
what is going to be.
636-121, what's your location?
We're going to be 1001 Heigelhart. So if you're at Chats, we're just going to be to the west of you.
You got one coming.
Copy that.
I'm just going to wait at this point. Yeah.
And this is the last known location of them.
Sounds like they got the perimeter
Yeah,
set. Now we just got to go.
I just got the back of 1008 Carroll here, so I'm working my way to the east towards you guys.
Drive through the interior, see if we can cause them to come out. I think you should
Watch 111 or 116, status check.
open the door and offer them a warm back seat.
Code for 1949 Uni.
$44.98. Tango clear traffic.
Do you know what the are they? What the perimeter is?
I believe it's Marshall, the freeway.
But Marshall is the southern, not Selby.
I believe so.
All right, well, I think they'd be lucky if they kept him in there. 'Cause he ran south from 1008 pretty fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Although if it was me, I'd hit that walk bridge, Chatsworth walk bridge.
Yep.
You don't cross the freeway as quick as possible. We're probably going to run to Beachy's house. Let's go down there and check. Beachy's been having parties there on a regular basis.
165, that's where chasing this guy. Was he wearing a backpack?
So we're freezing up a little bit on Facebook.
121, I did
No.
not.
Did you see an opening, Carroll and Milton?
Well, they got a lot of cars around here.
We're between Marshall and Heigelhart, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be out tracking in this weather. It's 10 below, 20 below wind chill.
Looks like that reset got us back going live.
Without losing our
Yep.
stream.
Yep.
So 120.
Okay.
Yep.
120.
We're starting K9 track from 1001 Heigelhart, working southbound. I'll take you as I can.
Copy, starting the K9 track, working southbound from 1001 Eigelhart.
Bravo 216, where we are, code 4.
Copy, code 4, children. We have 2 squads headed your way. Do you need them?
There's a gray Equinox, I think.
Really?
Yep.
You can cancel any other squads.
Copy, 21326.
Well, just the roads are fixed.
Here's a 4-hour copy.
That's some bad seeping there.
2350.
Holy moly.
That is not it.
My goodness, it's like nuts.
Holy smokes.
What kind of car is that now with those triangle
Oh,
tails?
I think that's a Honda. Yeah, that's a Honda.
Was that Wayland?
Affirmative 2360 Tango.
2360 Tango.
4700 Lexington Unit A is an alpha for an audible alarm covering self motion. This will be a Northview Dental.
62 copy. 2160 copy.
2353.
60 Tango copy.
2353.
118 to 114. When you see it's the suspect, was still in that black shirt with the white circles on the back. Or if you change it to something.
5985 Tango will be replacing 84. He's aware.
Tell her we'll take any East calls.
Copy. 2353.
Waste. Well, folks, we're not going to go much longer tonight, but something always seems to happen in our last 20 minutes. So, feel free to hang in
This
with
is
us.
dispatch for tan colored hoodie.
Got some early morning activities, both of us.
165, we're getting our flag down.
What's an
by
Impala?
somebody, just to the west of Chatsworth on Marshall.
672.
Looks like they're pointing to the north.
Copy. Flag down by someone to the west of Chatsworth. Marshall, they're pointing to the north, to the alley.
Sounds like a citizen maybe helping the officers out.
Yeah.
120, can you please
At
share that
some
location?
point, we're gonna, just like when you backseaters were helping find that car,
Marshall Chair.
That's not it.
we're gonna use you guys to help
Copy that.
solve more crimes.
Absolutely.
Stolen.
No chat.
Correction, Marshall Chatsworth.
So some neighbor helped point them out. He was hiding there in
114,
Marshall and Chatsworth.
You got him in custody then. Can you just send one squad over here, routine?
That's
But
awesome.
the mother's back here and there's a little dispute between mother and the victim here.
Oh,
So we lost the feed for a little while here. The suspect gave himself up in the domestic assault
Well, in
strike.
fairness, I think a citizen pointed him out.
I guess everyone
You know?
can
Yeah, a citizen saw him,
break down the perimeter.
pointed him out. The officers found him,
They surrendered.
and he gave
I
up.
need the male squads can break the perimeter.
Probably because he was getting very, very cold.
636, yep, go and break the perimeter, thank you.
Yeah, probably. I'll surrender if you give me a blanket.
Another squad's available to head to the house for a dispute between the
And
mother
some
and the victim.
mittens.
It is cold. For those of you that are watching us that never live in this weather, it's definitely a little nippy.
22, I can go there.
22 copy.
That noise is definitely my car. But I just got the brakes checked and they said they were fine.
2362 Tango running.
Cars make a lot of funny sounds in this weather.
2367.
So, well, they had renamed this, but that's good. Reverend and Mrs.
22.
Steve Daniels
Yeah,
Jr.
suspect in custody.
Shiloh.
Copy. Took the suspect into custody at 2357.
Very good. Very good.
2165 copy at 2357.
113, we're code 4 at the house. You can cancel the other squad.
Copy. 182 you can cancel and be advised still holding the 10-1.
Cancel 10-1.
Cancel the 10-1 at 2358.
Tango. Hotel uniform 312 to the call. Appears to be someone who works in the building.
Copy. 2315. 185, copy. Took the noise complaint. 2136 Lincoln at 2358.
We are southbound on Western. Coming up on Front. Formerly called First. Planned to be called Larpenter, but ended up being called Front.
Squad 214.
214.
He's going to be on Southwest Central.
At 2359.
You know, sometimes I think about like the history and before cars, of course, 1870s, and it seems like ancient history. Okay, could grant you that. But then think about how fast the last 10 years went by, or for that matter, let's just say 20. Say we're talking about 1880. All right, so how many years? Well, that's 140 years, right?
Right.
But if you break it into 20-year chunks, it's like only 7 chunks. Just think about the amazing achievements of human beings in that 140 years.
228.
And even computers being...
228.
Computers being...
I think I just set the alarm off at Hope's Bar. It's got an unsecured front door. Can you try to get a hold of key holder? I'm not getting a response from anyone inside.
40 years.
Copy that. Squad's back as well. 1 Leaf Street.
Yep.
Where's that called in?
56.
Copy it.
Anyhow,
267, send me that.
history seems like a long time, but in reality, in terms of generations, it's not
Copy.
that far away.
0
12 o'clock. No carjackings today. Success.
Yeah, 150 years. It's 2 lifetimes.
Yeah.
2 lifetimes. That's it.
Right.
That BMW that took off for me.
Oh.
Westbound George, heading towards Madison. Fire speed, not pursuing.
Copy. Do you want the air?
Towards Smith.
Native, last seen heading southbound Smith.
Southbound.
Appeared to be a white or Hispanic male driver.
Well, let's hope it wasn't carjacked.
Copy on Tony East. 1 minute.
Hope Breakfast Bar has an unsecured.
White BMW just took off. Last seen headed.
And 113, just so you know, the arrestee's family is out from the address, causing disturbance.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they said that the mom was having an argument with the victim.
I'm still seeing it.
The rescue's family is out in front of the address, causing a disturbance. Do you need any more?
Squad still following her. Oh.
Copy. Do you have a plate for the vehicle?
Negative, I believe it was an Oregon plate.
Oregon plate on a BMW.
Copy. 0
Pull up on that one.
70, the other 228.
Copy on 30.
The one right in front of us.
Yeah. Did you see that boy that we were on that domestic? Asked us if we got the
210.
6.3 or whatever. He was familiar with the.
Oh, that Audi.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they've actually
We're
watched
at
that
134
family
George Street
watches
West.
live on patrol. No, it wasn't Audi. He was wondering about this car because they make
Oh.
they make a bigger engine than we have.
Yes, they do. following each other.
I don't know about that. I'm just going to pick off the last one to see what the hurry is.
I can run it real quick first.
LH 112.
5185 Tango.
Just a friendly check-in.
Verifying your code for. 3 minutes.
How you doing? How you doing, sir? All right, everything okay? You guys kind of in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, my brother's birthday party, my cousin's birthday party.
All right, you headed there or leaving there?
Heading there.
Okay.
Where's it at?
Literally right there. Literally right there.
It's my birthday, too, February 12th. Right now. Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
I didn't even know that.
Have a good one.
You take care.
Said it was his brother's birthday party they were headed to. It's a little late to be having a party.
You can disregard.
Well, my parties definitely start a lot earlier.
What?
Compass the caretaker reporting 2 trespassers inside the house, currently in the bedroom. They're not violent at this time.
Where's that
Both
at?
are black males.
Didn't catch the location.
120 today, we can start. 120, thank you, 5 minutes.
And so there, you picture yourself as
84 and 5180 to copy. 1736 Woodbridge Court, number 16. Caller advising that she cut herself with a knife, stating that she has an open wound. Also advising that it occurred during a fight with her boyfriend. It wasn't accidental.
So you get a call, a woman calls, she's whispering, and she says, my boyfriend strangled me. Please come, you know?
Yep.
So you
Hey,
go
before I'm
thinking
actually
you're
out the
there,
back,
coming to help.
you
He says he's
take
going to leave if the police come. He flees, call 10 to 12 squads.
5180.
Get the
5181.
You find them.
5181.
The woman agrees to
He
press
starts
charges.
towards Woodbridge.
And then the relatives show up and yell at her about pressing charges.
Like they say, you can't make this stuff up.
And then all of a sudden the police have an argument, an inter-family argument in front of the house. It just goes to show you the type of things that transpire that require some type of police presence. So, thank you for joining
Looking
us
for West Squad
tonight.
available to break for a possible SIP call at 657 Dayton Avenue, Milton Unit. Callers with handy help stating a client is trying to commit suicide. No weapons, unknown method.
We may
Not a
run
graphic
over there,
design.
but we are going to sign off for tonight. And thanks for joining us. Please take a look at those articles we posted about carjackings.
Bravo 216.
It's really important that we get a handle on this and listen to that mom at 7 o'clock on our earlier video talk about her needs, because we're going to be asking you to help us with our volunteer programs to help change lives. You know, it's the biggest thing we can do is help these young 10-year-olds turn into healthy 18-year-olds, because they struggle through those middle school
213,
years.
just judging by the comments,
And,
it looks like
you can, hour and a half a week, people, we can change lives. Patrick?
You really can. And it kind of all ties in with the theme of this entire Live on Patrol, of how we deal with people and how we'd like to see people deal with each other, and how we'd prefer the comments to go during the live feed. And I'm going to sum it up with this: be kind to each other, be nice, please. Have a good night, folks. We will see you next Friday.
Friday at 9/11.